sick to death with that long agony. And when they unbound me, I felt my senses were leaving me. The sentence, the dread sentence of death, was the last of distinct accentuation which reached my ears. After that, the sound of the inquisitorial voices seemed merged into one dreamy, undeterminate hum. I heard no more. Yet, for a while I saw the lips of the judges. I saw them pronouncing the syllables of my name. And I shuddered because I heard no sound. The tall candles sank into nothingness. Their flames went out. The blackness of darkness supervened. All sensations appeared swallowed up in a mad rushing descent as of the soul into Hades. Then, silence and stillness. Night were the universe. After this, I called to mind flatness and dampness, and then all the madness of a memory which bases itself among forbidden things. So far, I had not opened my eyes. I dreaded the first glance at the objects around me. My worst thoughts then were confirmed. The blackness of eternal night encompassed me. I struggled for breath. The atmosphere was intolerably close. But where and in what state was I? The condemned to death, I knew, perished usually at the autos de fe, and one of these had been held on the very night of the day of my trial. I'd been remanded to my dungeon to await the next sacrifice, which would not take place for many months. And now, there came thronging upon my recollection 1,000 vague rumors of the horrors of Toledo. Of the dungeons, there had been strange things narrated, strange and too ghastly to repeat. Was I left to perish of starvation in this subterranean world of darkness, or what fate, perhaps even more fearful, awaited me? My outstretched hands at length encountered some solid obstruction. It was a wall. I followed it up. This process, however, afforded me no means of ascertaining the dimensions of my dungeon. Another step before my fall, and the world had seen me no more. And the death just avoided was of the very character which I had regarded as fabulous and frivolous in the tales regarding the Inquisition. To the victims of its tyranny, there was a choice of death with its direst physical agonies, or death with its most hideous moral horrors. I had been reserved for the latter. I was consumed with intolerable thirst. This thirst appeared to be the design of my prosecutors to sting me, for the food in the dish was meat, pungently seasoned. It must have been dry, for scarcely had I drunk before I became irresistibly drowsy. I could no longer doubt the doom prepared for me by monkish ingenuity in torture. My cognizance of the pit had become known to the Inquisitorial. Having failed to fall, there was no part of the demon plan to hurl me into the abyss, and thus a different and milder destruction awaited me. I counted the rushing vibrations of the steel. Inch by inch, line by line, with a descent only appreciable at intervals that seemed ages. Down, steadily down it crept. Down, certainly, relentlessly down. It vibrated within 3 inches of my bosom. I prayed for its more speedy descent. I grew frantically mad and struggled to force myself upward against the sweep of the fearful scimitar. For the moment, at least, I was free. Free, and in the grasp of the Inquisition. Free. I had but escaped death in one form of agony, to be delivered unto worse than death in some other. For a wild moment, did my spirit refuse to comprehend the meaning of what I saw. Any horror but this, any death but that of the pit. Might I have not known that into the pit it was the object of the burning iron to urge me? Could I resist its glow? There was a discordant hum of young voices. There was a loud blast. The French army had entered Toledo. The Inquisition was in the hands of its enemies.
You have devoted so many pages to my name, caressing my face with your poems, kissing my lips with your prose. All